Guys, today we got so much to talk about because guess what? The smart money just changed their mind. So, why did they change their mind here and what can we expect moving forward? This is something we are going to talk about in today's video. We are going to talk about big things happening on the longer term charts for Bitcoin. We are at a very critical moment, guys. We are right about to see a big move for Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about traditional markets. I'm going to talk about what to expect from the Fed during the next meeting. So welcome back everybody, my name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency video every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it. So what we can see here, guys, on my support and resistance levels, you can see that we actually had a pretty decent bounce here from my orange line. Now, why did we see this bounce? Well, the market are smelling some of the Fed officials to potentially become more bullish or more close to a pivot than continuation of increased rate hikes. So the market sniffed that up, and of course we did see a little bit of a pump here. But so far, I mean, my resistance levels and my support levels just continues to do its thing. As you know, we're trading this range, so I don't mind us going sideways for a little bit longer. In fact, my bots who are trading that range, of course, they are making more profit since we did see more trading in that range. They're approaching 20% in profit now on both of these bots. And of course, you know, big profits on these ones as well. But let's put that to the side for now and see that we did have this pump from my orange line. And now we have the next resistance, of course, at 19,700. So I'm still watching this range. I'm still trading this range. So on the daily time frame, though, something big has actually been happening. So the first thing is that you can see that we went up here. We had a touching point and we hit the resistance. From that point, of course, we did start to go down. We were rejected from this point. But look, this was up at 19,600. And look, if we are about to make a new push towards this, this is going to be at, let's see here, like 19,300. So you can see it's starting to come down here, and sooner rather than later, we will have to have a breakout to the upside or a breakdown of this triangle. Now, you already know my strategy. You already know what I prefer to happen in order to be pretty safe from a bottoming perspective. Just in short, if we do see a break to the upside, I would still be a little bit cautious. But if we do see a big breakdown from this triangle, I think that with a high degree of certainty, that would have been the bottoming for Bitcoin, and that from that point, we are only going to go up from that level. So of course, that is also where I am putting a lot of my money during a trade here if we do see a breakdown from this triangle. But also another big thing that has actually happened is if I flip on the moving averages, you can see I've been talking about this 50-day moving average. You can see we were, you know, acting with it right here. Rejection, boom, went down, rejection here. But now this is actually above the downward sloping resistance of this triangle. So at least we don't have to worry about this for now until we actually start to break above this triangle. If we do break above this triangle, then of course we need to be aware of this resistance level currently at 19,500, and then we have another big one at $21,000 approximately, which is the 100-day moving average. So we need to still pay attention to this, but at least this is not anymore inside of the triangle, which is actually a big deal. So yeah, we're keeping an eye on that, guys. Of course, this is going to be a pivotal moment for Bitcoin, so keep watching that. Traditional markets, of course, did see a pump yesterday on the base of a potential pivot in the near future. So this is why the traditional markets went up. Bitcoin did not go up as much or in a similar manner, but at least, you know, we are not, you know, dumping here, so that's good. But I do think that the market tends to want to mess with the most amount of people. So even if things start to look bullish, I do think that we're gonna potentially have a like a rejection from this level, come down, test this level again, and then we break out from this level. This would cause the most amount of confusion and the most amount of like stressful people, because people would start to go long here saying that yeah, we're gonna break this, not paying attention to this massive resistance level and the moving averages I showed you right here, of course. So you could see like a, you know, short-term pump here above this level, and then from that point like go down here, or even just like I showed you here, hit this one time and start to go down, and then people would be like, oh, this is a scam. Okay, I was not correct. I thought that we were going to go up. So they're sitting in a long position here, going down, and here, of course, selling that and thinking that we're going to go lower, potentially shorting from this level, and that is when we start to go up. Like, I would not be surprised if something like that were to happen. So keep an eye on that, guys. I will update you as we progress. Now, let's talk about this, because the smart money are starting to potentially change their mind. Let me show you here. Let's go to the last 3 months. So this is the asset manager longs and the asset manager shorts. And what you can see here is that in general, and this is, by the way, the inflows, like how are the asset managers, the smart money, positioning themselves. And you can see that we've seen a steady increase of shorts here, 126,000 shorts, 182,000 longs. 137,000 shorts, 180,000 longs, and we continue 140, 182. But what you can see here is that last week we had 181,000 longs, 145,000 shorts. This week, only 141, so the shorts have gone down and the longs have also gone up to 186 as opposed to 181. So we are seeing the smart money start to close the shorts and go into longs here carefully. But potentially they are starting to sniff some more bullishness, potential bottoming for the traditional markets here. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that there's something to this, or do you think that the asset managers are going to get wrecked here and that they should have started to increase their short positions here? Of course, having a long-term vision, I do think, like, even at these prices for Bitcoin, I don't think that that's a bad idea to accumulate. In fact, I announced on Twitter yesterday that I actually bought a little bit of Bitcoin for my long-term holdings, but for a generational type of a trade, going down here, you know, $18,000, that's a nice level, but definitely here at 16,000, this orange box, massive buying opportunity for Bitcoin in my opinion. So I'm going to go heavy if we come down here. I'm not sure that we are, guys. But on the balance of probabilities, this would have been a very good trade. So we will see, guys. We will see. I am anticipating a little bit more downside for Bitcoin. Is it going to be enough to break this triangle to the downside? I'm kind of hoping that, because even though I'm holding Bitcoin, I'm seeing my long-term holds go down. If we go down here, it's just going to be a massive buying opportunity for me getting in here. And then I think that even my long-term holdings in a couple of years, they are going to be at profit anyway. So that's fine for me. So let's talk about what the Fed have been signaling. So Fed's daily. And by the way, guys, the Fed they are right now in a blackout period, because in 10 days, you do have that meeting where they announce the interest rates, the rate hikes. Is it going to be 0.75%? Is it going to be 0.5%? We will see. But the Fed, Daly, one representative, said it is important that we slow our rate hikes. So, of course, this is a good signal for the market who wants to see that bullishness come back. But what they also said, if there was a market dislocation, we could correct it while raising rates and rolling off balance sheets. So let's say we do have another massive disaster happening or whatever it may be, they can still stimulate the economy, print a little bit more money, while also increasing rate hikes and rolling off balance sheet, which, it's pretty counterintuitive in that sense, but this is what they said. Also, what they said is Fed's Evans, in this case, I see Fed funds rate rising to a bit above 4.5% by early 2023 and staying there for some time. Okay, staying there for some time. So how long? We do not know. But yeah, I do think that, the economy is bad, yes, but I don't think that the markets are going to see another, 50% drop or something like that, which most people tend to believe right now. I do think that the market situation is not nearly as bad as the macroeconomic situation here. So we will see about that, guys. And by the way, for everyone waiting for that in-depth video about my exact strategy, still working on it. Hopefully I will have it out in the next couple of days. So make sure to subscribe and activate the bell if you want to see that. And of course, as well, if you want to claim some crazy bonuses up to $10,000 on OKX, make sure to sign up using this link, and up to 4,530 on Bybit, 4,500 on Femex. Make sure to take advantage of these offers. That's what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.